Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, aka Busy Spider, and today we will be talking about our skincare routine. Now, everybody's got some form of skincare routine. Normally start the day with either washing your face in the shower, splashing some water on to wake ourselves up, or just, taking a bar of ivory and just slapping it on and lathering yourself up. It's all good. It's all part of the process of getting ready for the day. So today, we're gonna do mine. First of all, we start off with the trusty face cloth. Gets all of the gunk from the night before off the face. I've always used a face cloth since I was a child. Don't know how anyone got away without using one. Just give my face a good old scrub, not too rough, just enough to, get the initial gunk off, get the morning sleep out of the eyes, and make sure I got nice and fresh, a little bit of fresh face feels. All right, so next, now this is something I don't do every single day, but it helps. If you find that you are experiencing dry skin all the time, like it's kind of built up a little bit, I definitely recommend doing a little bit of exfoliating, at least maybe once a week. I prefer using this stuff in the shower primarily because it is pretty gritty and also a little more difficult to get off with the face cloth. But for today's purposes, we will apply outside the shower so you can see. Now this also helps with reducing the appearance of pores, so I like to concentrate it on certain areas, either where I get a little bit more dry skin or areas that need a little bit of smoothing. So I will go in with this on my nose, a little bit on the temples, forehead, and jaw. So strategically placing and just kind of scrubbing it in gently. I like to go a little bit more on the nose because that is always my problem zone for pores and such. A little here. So it's not everywhere. You don't want to go too hard because, of course, that will strip the moisture from your face and perhaps even irritate it a bit. So better be focused and focused application and not an everyday routine aspect, but definitely worth including. So we'll get that out of all of the crevasses on our faces because we don't want that grit remaining on our face. But the next step is, of course, cleanser. So we will hopefully get the rest of the grit off in that step. So next is our cleanser. I usually use a very gentle cleanser. It's it's, my face is very temperamental. So I got a little bit of that on my face. I'm gonna scrub it in everywhere, a little bit on the neck, forehead, scrub the eyebrows, nose. Okay, that's great. Back in with the face cloth. In the morning I do like to use cold water, but obviously it's not always the most pleasant thing to start your day with. So, oh man. And making sure we're getting all of the grit off from the exfoliation as well. Very thorough. You don't want to leave any cleanser on your face. All right, so now that that has happened, we are nice and clean, ready. Time for hyaluronic acid. So I use this stuff. It's like a serum. You don't need too much. Just a couple of drops of that goes a long way. And then I also place this pretty strategically. This helps with redness, which I have problems with, but primarily in the center of my face. So, and then I'll put it around the edges if I have a little extra. Oh, neck, and just I'll pat that in. Yeah, when I was on a Zoom call last year, I noticed how red my face was from in the center, and I decided that something needed to be done, and so I gave this a go, and I found that really helped. So reduce redness, good stuff. Next, got some rosehip oil. Also something that you don't need a whole lot of, but a couple of drops of this goes a long way. It's more like an oil that dries nice and like, I don't know, it absorbs into the skin much better than other oils. I find that depending, some oils will find themselves staying really greasy on the surface of your skin rather than being absorbed, and I find that the rosehip oil is one that helps like keep my face moisturized, and but also doesn't leave a greasy film on my face. All right, so now that we have hyaluronic acid, rosehip oil, time for moisturizer. So I've been using this guy. It's a pretty heavy duty. A friend once pointed out that, isn't that like a hand cream? And I'm like, I think it says for all areas, and I find that in this winter especially, I need a little extra. And this stuff is thick, 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 thick. And don't forget to apply to your neck, because that needs attention too. Yeah, so I was at the liquor store there the other week, and I had to. I showed my ID to the clerk, and he looked at it and he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Yep, yep, yep." And then he's like, "Nothing wrong with looking young. I thought you looked like you were 16," and I'm like, "Ooh, really 16?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, my skincare routine must be really helping." And that brings us into the next thing and final step for our skincare, and that is sunscreen. If you're gonna be out there, apply sunscreen. Even if you're not out there, apply sunscreen. It's like things that'll help you stay youthful looking, reduce the harm of the sun on your face and like the rest of your body, because your skin is your largest organ and it deserves to be taken care of like anywhere else. Alright, so here we go. Skincare done. 10 minutes approximately, so it's not too bad. So yeah, great. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.